parece? ¿Parece, presidente?
Empiezo yo, ¿no? Cuando
Pues
me
tú,
digan
alcalde,
o...
Vamos a esperar unos segundos
Vale.
que nos digan. Cuando tú nos digas, Alfredo.
Say, we'll get started. Okay, ready to go.
Muy buenas tardes a todos y a todas.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, good is just a turn of phrase, really. As the mayor of the town hall of Adamuz, I'd like to say that since we got the call from 112, we mobilized the local police to attend this fatal accident. We didn't understand really the magnitude of it. We called out civil protection, the local police. We were there from the outset, helping people, rescuing the injured. And from there, the upper echelons of the administration took over the coordination calmly. And we would very much like to thank the people of Adamuz, who from the very first moment came out to help and brought blankets and food and brought vehicles down, made everything needed available to us, and lent a helping hand. As a result of this terrible accident, I'd like to offer my most heartfelt condolences to those who have lost loved ones. And really, that's all I have to say. Thank you. Prime Minister, ministers. We've had to deal with an unprecedented disaster, and as a result of this terrible rail accident yesterday, in these very few short words, I'd like to thank everyone for their cooperation, all of the inhabitants of the local area. And they've done something very typical of people in Andalusia. They've shown their solidarity. I mean, basically, that just shows what we're made of. And I'd like to thank everyone, all the local people, for their show of solidarity. And from all over Spain and from the whole of Andalusia, we've received your heartfelt condolences and thanks. We'd like to thank everyone for this collective effort in helping us to face this very difficult moment. All the necessary coordination is in place that's required when facing a disaster of this nature. We need, obviously, the media, we need everyone's cooperation, we need loyalty. And this is basically what we need in order to, as far as possible, deal with something which really is just beyond our capabilities as a local administration. And so yesterday and today, we've been working with the town council, with the provincial government of Córdoba and the national government of Spain with a single purpose and objective, and that is to reach and help those who are affected. Some 48 people are currently in hospital. The numbers are growing. Hopefully, they will all be finally discharged. And as you know, we're also trying to identify, together with the authorities, the employees of Adif and the victims. There's still many, many hours of very hard work ahead of us. And each different administration, level of government will do everything they can to help. And obviously, we would do our utmost to keep you informed about your loved ones and offer you our support through the different psychology and medical services available. Hopefully, we will never, ever have to face a situation like this again. in Andalusia or any other part of Spain or the world for that matter, because it is a terribly sad and painful event and will leave a mark on us here in Andalusia, I'm sure forever. So on behalf of all of the different levels of government, we would like to thank you for all your support, and I'm sure that together we will do our jobs much faster. Thank you very much, Vice President, Ministers, Lord Mayor, members of the local government, and also I'd like to thank the media for being here today to hear these words and applaud the work of the different services who are doing everything they can do to assist following this terrible accident. Today is a very painful day for all of us. And I would like to express to the victims, the families, the loved ones left behind, our condolences, our solidarity, and offer you the warmest embrace of all of us, which is such a difficult thing to put into words. And we wish the victims of this terrible tragedy a speedy recovery. Any tragedy requires society and its institution to do two things that have already been mentioned: to be unified in our pain and also in our response. I think from the very moment when this tragedy occurred, the government has acted as it should do, in unity and a coordinated fashion, and with loyalty, as has been alluded to. I'd like to highlight and acknowledge the work of all of the public servants and the emergency services, the medics, from the city hall right up to national government, and recognize the work that they have done. They've been working well into the night, and I'd like to applaud and acknowledge their professionalism, their humanity. And I think all of this needs to be highlighted in a moment of such pain and tragedy. We empathize with the work that they have been doing and continue to do throughout today. It is true that the Spanish people, like any people, will be asking themselves questions. What has happened? How has it happened? How has it been possible that this tragedy has unfolded? Time and the work done by the specialists and the technicians will bring the answers. And this is another feeling I'd like to convey to the Spanish people, that we will get to the truth, we will find the answers, and as soon as we have those answers and we understand what has caused this tragedy, we will inform you clearly and in full transparency, and we will make that information available through the media to the public. In the meantime, I can guarantee to the victims and to their families that from national government, together in coordination with all other institutions, we will protect you. We will assist you. We will support you in any way you need, for as long as you need. And finally, as the Prime Minister of the government, this afternoon we will decree 3 days of official mourning as of midnight tonight through to midnight Thursday. And with my words, I would very much like to convey my recognition of institutional cooperation with the regional government of Andalusia, with the local government, with the people living in the neighboring communities, and all of those living in the area of Alto Guadalquivir, because from the very first moment of the accident, they have been there showing their solidarity and humanity, which is so typical of the people of Andalusia. We will continue to work. We have the Minister for Transport, Oscar Puente, who yesterday gave us the initial information available about the tragedy, and further information would be provided soon to the media. I would also like to say to everyone, please take recourse to official information. Reach out to the emergency services. Check the information available in the media. This is unfortunately something that happens in the face of a tragedy. Rumors are rife. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of pain and misinformation. And that affects the families of the victims. I'd like again to thank the media for their work and tell the Spanish people, if you wish to access information, please use the sources provided by the administration, by the government, and we will keep you informed down to the latest detail of this tragedy. Thank you.